Eldas Member of Parliament Dr Adan Keynan invited Nairobi-based university students from his constituency for a get-together event at the Kenyatta International Convention Center. The event, which was well attended, brought together leaders, educationists, and students from different universities and colleges around the country. Speaking at the event, Dr Adan Keynan urged the students that there is no shortcut to excellence and that they should strive hard so as to replicate and diversify the education back to the society.
The purpose of this, first of all, was to provide a platform, a formal platform for you to interact as a students, as a university students, as college students from Eldas. We'll provide a platform where you can interact. I know informally you interact. I know you meet, I know you know each other. As your leader, as your elected representative, I felt duty bound to have a formal university students association of Eldas so that you can get a platform where you can voice your issues, where you can also plow back to the community, to the villages where we all come from. Let me say this, that there is no shortcut to academic excellence. There is no shortcut to being a useful member of the society.
Dr Adan Keynan also talked to the students on the challenges affecting them and how his office will properly address them, citing that his office will develop a central database that will look into ways of tracking and helping students from his region.
Tulifikiria leo hii tuwapatie fursa ya kukutana hapa ili kwanza kabisa tujuane, kwa sababu kuna hapa pale kwa mlango pale mnaingilia kuna orodha tumesema mujiandikishe ili tujue tuko na data. Kwa bahati nzuri for the last 10 years every end of examination year tuko na orodha ya wale wanamaliza kidato cha 4. Like last week Thursday walifanya mkutano yao kwa Eldas. Tunawajua wote wale wanatoka Eldas ambao wanamaliza form 4 this year. And that's what we have been doing for the last 10 years. Wale wako kwa universities as zingine, other than through individual interaction, it has been difficult. So we'll also provide that platform. Tutawapatia fursa ya sisi tujuane, kwa sababu saa zingine tunapata malalamishi juu ya CDF.
Key different speakers at the event mentored the students, urging them to focus on ways that they will improve their education.
Yes, Eleanor Roosevelt who said that the best way to learn is to learn through the mistake of others, because you will not live long enough to make all those mistakes on your own. For instance, Mheshimiwa 30 years ago alikuwa university hapa. We have Daktari there. We have myself here. We've not spoken about other events you've attended before. Tukichukua tu hii peke yake, if you take our cumulative years of experience, without living those years, utakuwa umepata the experiences of what we've gone through, what we've succeeded and why we've failed.
It's something called the 90 minutes of the game of life. 90 minutes, the game of life. Meaning, game of life is like football. First 45 minutes, another 45 minutes, and the game is over. You either become you sit in the bench, you become a coach, or you become an observer and see other people play. What does that mean? It means the first 24 years or 23 years we prepare in order to play the game. Anybody among you who is 24 years and below, you are preparing. If you are 24 and above, you are already in the game and playing. If you are a poor player, you are but you are in the game. What that means is when you are 23 or 24 years, you start playing, you marry, you settle, you become responsible, and you do it for 20 years. And by the time you are 44 years or 43, it is called the middle age crisis. Either you divorced many times, or you never married, or you failed many times, or you used to be a smoker or chewing mirror, and then you ask yourself, what have I done in these 44 years? Let me now revise my life. And you go for 15 minutes, what are we calling them? Half time of life. Then again, you are just play another 20 years, and now you are 64. Now you join the bench. You observe the others play. That is the game of life. Now, what we are now telling you here, if you are 24 or thereabout, how to play the game of life from the experts, people like you and others who have played it and are still playing. And they learned a lot of mistakes, and we can learn from our mistakes.
Dr. Keynan also talked on the Building Bridges initiative and his full support on the handshake between President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, whilst also refuting the Punguza Mizigo bill, saying that it can never work in Kenya. He also showed support for the parliamentary form of government.
Because of what is happening right now in the country, I felt duty-bound to bring to their attention some of the issues being proposed. One was the Punguza initiative, which I told them categorically that it reverses all the gains that we have made as a region, as a country, and therefore, for me and other like-minded members of parliament, we will be opposing it at every stage. The other bit which I told them is I am 100% in supportive of the BPI initiative. We believe the 9 points which are the basis actually for the BPI initiative will provide a platform for all Kenyans to unite. It will also make us more cohesive, and I believe the group headed by Mr. Yusuf Haji is going to take into account every view.
Dr. Keynan also urged the student and his constituencies to go back to the villages and participate in the census process later this month.
The census period again is here with us. It's a national exercise driven by international standards. The only thing that I can say is please go back to your villages, because it is that your presence that will determine how you contribute to the development agenda of your village, the sublocation, the location, the division, the ward, the constituency, the county, and finally, nationally, to the country. Please, I know you're very busy. Go back and make sure you are counted. Go back and participate in that very important exercise. It is that exercise that will determine the resources that we get, the areas of governance that we get, and finally, how you are going to be viewed by the other parts of the Republic of Kenya.
Bringing the student and the entire fraternity of the student and professionals, it was geared, whereby Mheshimiwa said, and he put it on a blueprint, that the census that is coming should be attended by each and everyone in Eldas sub-county, and all the students and elites from Eldas sub-county should be on the ground to help people understand the importance and the vitalness of the census which is oncoming.
The main objective of the meeting was to collect data for these university students and college students, so that the issues and the small issues of bursary and scholarships can be sorted out.
Among the several things Dr. Adan Keynan talked to the student about was the creation of a formal student association for the resident of Eldas Constituency. Suleiman Abdikadir, Alpha TV, Nairobi County.